Welcome back to the Kings of the North. It has been a while. We're glad to be back with you. It is me, Greeny, as well as Dabs.
What's
The
up, everybody?
Kings of the North. We are back, and we are back at the perfect time. Isn't that right, Dabs?
That's right. It's draft time. What a crazy week this has been. All the trades, Bengals making a crazy trade. It's been a crazy
Yeah.
past few months.
Me and Dabs think it was a bit of an overpayment, but there's been a lot of moves going on, and I hear there's a breaking news today that AJ Brown is going to get traded to the Patriots after the draft.
I
So
saw that.
there's going to be a lot of moving parts with this, but we're going to run through a mock draft before the draft starts, and so the Bears have a first round pick, but the Packers don't. So we're going to run through 7 rounds where me and Dabs go back and forth choosing who we think the Bears and Packers will pick, who we think they should pick, a little bit of both, and just let us know what you think in the comments of how the draft went. We'll go through pick by pick, and at the end we'll recap everything. So Dabs, if you want to tell them how we're doing the draft and where we're doing it on.
All right, very good. So we're going to use the PFF mock draft simulator, which is probably the best draft simulator on the web right now. We love it. I know PFF's had a bunch of layoffs lately, but hopefully they keep this thing going because it has been phenomenal. So basically, what me and Greeny are going to do, since we're Bears and Packers fans, NFC North, right? We're going to do the Bears draft and the Packers draft simultaneously. So we're going to do 7 rounds. So I'm going to go ahead and select the Bears and the Packers. Jaden, you see, or Greeny, you see both of those, right?
Yeah, I see him.
We're going to do 7 rounds. What would you like the speed to be at, Greeny?
We'll just do fast.
Let's do fast. All right. I moved it down to fast. Slow is too slow. We can always
And
speed it up.
if you want, Dabs, well, before we start with, obviously the Bears will be first, but we could go over who the top 10 picks were and then just jump to the Bears and Packers. We'll just get to that as well.
Yeah. So we can pause it after pick 10.
Yeah.
Is that what you're thinking?
Well, I mean, you can go back and look when it gets to your pick. Doesn't
Okay.
matter either way.
Yeah. So let's do that. We'll let it go through the first 10 picks, pause it, and take a look at it, right?
And we will be doing trades in this draft, so that is
hmm
that is something that can happen. We'll talk about that as we go.
Yeah, and we're also going to do like a mix of BPA and team needs too. So that'll give you a little bit of both worlds there. So we're going to use the big board, the consensus. Um, we like that one. That's what we're going to use. We turned all the sliders to half. Um, the care for positional value, draft for needs, and randomness. Just sort of balance out the draft. So, Greeny, you ready to roll?
Let's do it.
All right. The Packers' first round pick is Micah Parsons. What a pick. My God.
Nailed
That
it.
is incredible. All right. So, we're going to start the draft here. We can pause it after pick 10. All right. Let's just pause it and see what we got here. So Mendoza number one. That's a no-brainer. We knew he was probably going to go, right?
Okay, Carnell Tate at 2. Are you sure?
Jeez.
That's crazy.
And then he's got Love going to the Cardinals at 3.
I
Sonny
could see
Styles
that,
5.
but
Yeah, I could see Sonny Styles going at 5.
there's no way Carnell Tate goes at 2.
No.
I disagree with that.
What do you think? And look at that. They get Arvell Reese too. They take
Arville
two
Reese,
linebackers. This is not right.
Arville Reese is not gonna fall to
Holy
10.
cow.
Do
But
you have
that
the
has
right
the
settings?
Giants taking two, Greeny. Two linebackers from Ohio State.
It's crazy.
What do you think? Should we restart this thing or what? This is
Restarted.
crazy.
That's not possible.
There's just no way. Sorry, guys. We're gonna we're gonna
I
go
ran through
back.
one, and this sounds more accurate. It's Fernando Mendoza, David Bailey, Arville Reese, then Jeremiah Love, Sonny Styles. Carnell Tate doesn't even go till 8.
All right, we're gonna sign back in. We're gonna restart this thing and good Lord.
You better edit out your password and username.
Yeah. All right, let's start this again. The Bears, and we're gonna do the Packers. We're gonna do 7 rounds. We're gonna do fast. I say we just stick to the PFF big board, huh?
That's fine.
Because and I'm gonna leave these like they are
Okay.
because that was just the craziest draft. Usually the
Yeah,
normal
that.
drafts happen with this slider setting.
All
So
right.
let's get into the
We'll
draft
just
here.
edit this part out.
Yep, we'll do. All right, here we go. So we're gonna enter the draft. All right, let's go ahead and start this bad boy. Raiders, you're on the clock. Let's see what we got. All right, so let's take a look and see what the top 10 went. That's a lot better.
Ruben Bain at 2 is
Wow.
crazy.
That's the Jets taking them. Look at that.
I mean, he's a
Sonny
very
Styles
productive
went
player.
3. Look at the linebackers from Ohio State goes 3 and 4. That's crazy.
They're freaks of nature.
Yeah, they are. Look at that. Ohio State gets 3, 4, and 5. Downs goes to the Giants. That's a heck of a pick.
I can see that.
Love going to the Skins. That's a nice fit. Man, Giants are loading up there. Spencer Fano from Utah goes to the Dolphins. All right. You ready to resume the draft?
Let's do it.
That seems
So,
more practical.
Dabs, talk us through what the Bears need. Talk us through some players you like once we get there.
Yeah, so obviously the Bears, with our center retiring, we've got a 1-year rental on our new center that we got from New England. So center is definitely a need. Of course, the defensive line, we need defensive end help. Um, we need a solid nose tackle up the middle. We need defensive end. That's going to be hard to get for a solid one at 25. We'll see how this draft falls to us. And then we need safety. We didn't sign Bird, or Byard back, so we don't have him. And
Didn't you lose a linebacker as well?
yeah, we lost. Let's see, Edmonds,
Evans.
Tremaine Edmonds, and then we also lost Ozzie Trapillo, our starting left tackle, to an injury, and we may or may not get him back for next year. So
So
we need some
basically,
players.
defense sounds like a big need. Just
Hmm.
overall, any
Yep.
position, maybe besides cornerback.
So I've heard multiple things going on. I know Caden Proctor had a top 30 visit there in Chicago.
Okay.
So he's a big name that I like. The big deal with him is he is a big boy. So if you look at the first look analysis, look at his size.
6'7". Whoa.
366.
He is big.
That's a big boy. That's what I'm talking about. But man, is he versatile enough to take on NFL edge rushers?
Yeah, that's the thing. They talk about he's so big.
Hmm.
Could he stay at tackle? Is he fast enough to keep up with edge rushers?
Exactly. So, it's him. I've got a guy named Blake Miller here, tackle from Clemson. He's allowed 2 sacks. His first look, he's 6'6", 315. So
He is 50 pounds lighter than
he's
the other
50
guy.
pounds lighter, right?
That's crazy. Caden Proctor.
You look at his run blocking, pass blocking, he's pretty good. So he's definitely one that we could go with. I've been hearing a lot of drafts taking wide receiver in the first round for the Bears again.
They better not.
I've heard it, man. I've heard it, but I don't think wide receiver is too practical for us right now.
You got a lot
So
of nice D tackles there. Any of
yeah, I
those you
love
like?
McDonald from Ohio State. He's a big boy.
Yep.
I mean, 4 sacks, but man, he can look at
Productive for
that
a D
run
tackle. Four
defense, and that's what
sacks.
Chicago needs is run defense right there. And you can see he's played against some good competition, obviously, and he's played well. And then if we look at his first look, he's 6'3", 326. He is a big boy. So those are a couple options for the Bears at 25. And of course, we got 6 trade offers. Giants are wanting to jump in again, offer 37, but I think we're going to draft. I don't really want to trade. I always think that if we can hit on this first round pick, you have the option for a fifth year. Remember the first rounders, if they do good, you can do a fifth year extension and you can at least save some money for that one more year versus a second rounder. You can only go 4 years before you have to sign them. So
It's
I
true.
do like the first rounders. Man, that's tough. I do like Proctor from Alabama. I know TJ Parker from Clemson. He's got 8 sacks, and I mean, look at that. He's got a great grade. So, all right, I've got to make a decision here. He's 6'3", 260. He's a little undersized.
Man, he's heavy though.
He's a big boy though. All right. I think I'm gonna go. Man, I want to go Caden Proctor here. So we're gonna draft the big boy from Alabama, and we're gonna coach him up. Have to lose some
Prioritize
weight.
the offensive line.
So there we go.
All
So
right.
Packers are next on the clock at 52.
Yeah, so the Packers um the Packers pick is a lot different. We don't have a first round pick obviously with Micah Parsons trade.
Hmm.
Um a lot of people think the edge rusher is in need now because it's quite likely that Micah Parsons is going to miss the first 4 weeks of the season. I personally don't. Um, I don't think, especially because we brought back Brenton Cox, who's he's not a well known player, but he has pass rush, some moves that can help, and they have they took in the fourth round last year a player out of Texas. Can't remember his name right now, but I personally think that cornerback and D tackle are the biggest needs. Last year, run defense killed us. That
Hmm.
game versus the Ravens, Derrick Henry gashed us. We all remember that. And obviously, the corners in the back half of the year just didn't look great. So if I'm looking at who's available around this spot, um, you're looking ideally.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, the corner I really like is Chris Johnson, and I just don't see him falling to the Packers unless they made an aggressive move up. So a lot of times you're looking at players that are just they're too rich for where I'm at.
Hmm.
Ideally, I'd want to take a interior defensive lineman, but I'm going to trade back in this position. I think the Packers should at number 52. And you look, we got two offers. The Bengals,
Bengals are making moves.
they who's the other one? It's Bengals, and
Uh, let's see
you got
here.
to click on the Bengals.
And Dolphins, Bengals and Dolphins.
So stick with Bengals. That's basically they're wanting to give a third round pick. So if they give me the third round pick and their fourth and fifth for my second round pick, I wonder if they do it. That's a little rich. I might have to change it, but
All right, so what are we talking here? You want to give up 52 for what?
for 70, 72, 110, and 189.
Looks like they're gonna take it.
Then I'd go ahead and send it in. The more picks we can get, because the Packers are just a few players away, in my opinion. A lot of people don't think that, but they are a few players away, I think, from Super Bowl. So now that we've traded back, um, we got we got a whole new list of players to look at. Jennings Dunker is still there, which is very much a Packers type tackle that will swing inside most likely at the NFL level.
Hmm.
If you scroll down though, there's a player I'm thinking of. Let's see, where he's at.
What position is he?
Uh, D tackle.
Man, Dennis Sutton's still there too.
I'm thinking about it. He's a fun prospect. 6'6",
Dennis
athletic
Sutton.
freak. Yeah, if you look at it, he's been productive his entire career. He's a 6'5", 265. He had like a 9.97 RAS, which
Mm.
Ryan Gutekunst is always looking at. Um, keep scrolling down though. I want to see what
Okay.
other options we got. Danny Denise Sutton is an interesting one though.
Yeah, he's pretty solid. Mike Washington Jr., man, I'm really high on him.
So the Packers brought him in for a top 30 visit
Hmm.
because it's very likely that this is Josh Jacobs' last year in Green Bay. And he tested out the at the wazoo at the combine, man. He's 6'1" and he ran a 4.33. Very exciting player. I would love it. I just don't know that the Packers would do this. Dominique Orange is another player I really like. Big Citrus out of Ohio State. Um, he fills a huge need. I think he'd work so well with the Packers' needs.
Hmm.
Man, it's tough to say. I'll probably go Dominique Orange with my first third round pick. Fills a huge need in the middle. I know there's cornerbacks I like in the fourth round.
Right.
Um, it's just better value than reaching on a cornerback in the second. So David Davison Igbinosun is someone a lot of Packers fans want. I just don't know that he's a scheme fit. He's definitely size threshold. He's like six. If you click on him, he's like 6'1", 190. But he excelled more at man.
This guy, Davison.
Yeah, Davison Igbinosun. He was cornerback one for Ohio State. Um, and he's good. I like him. He and in run grade he's good. It's just if you notice what he was good at, it was man coverage. And with Jonathan Gannon, the scheme will be heavy zone. That sort of switches into man throughout the route. It's going to be a lot different than Jeff Halfley. So I don't. I think he's a good player. I just don't know that he is the right cornerback for our system, and I would rather get a better scheme fit with Dominique Orange. So that'll be my first pick with the Packers is Dominique Orange.
Dominique Orange. Where is he at? Dominique Orange. Where did you go, Dominique? There he is. All right. So out of Iowa State, right?
Yep.
All right. Here we go. Packers first pick. Nice job. All right. So a couple picks later, we are at the Bears again. So Galladay is a nice, or Galday, I guess you can say. He's a nice
Golday.
prospect. Derek Moore, I'm really high on. Gosh, there's Dennis Sutton. I've heard so many good things about this guy. Um,
Yeah, he's an intriguing prospect, man.
Man, you know, if you look at his pass rush, he's 79, run defense 77. He's just balanced across the board. And then when you look at across the competition that he's played,
Yep.
Ohio State, all those guys, I mean, he's done a really nice job. He had 8 sacks. You've also got Derek Moore out of Michigan. I love this guy. He's got production. Look at that, 11 sacks.
Yeah.
His overall grade is almost a 90. I mean, look at his pass rush, 92.
He's a good player.
He's a good player, man. So, sort of torn between those two because the Bears really need defensive end. Joshua Josephs out of Tennessee is good. He's got a lot of upside. We need a linebacker. Um, but to me, it really comes down to those. Oh man, Mike Washington's sitting there too. Whew. We need a defensive end really bad. I think I'm going to go Dennis Sutton, bro. We're going to take him. His upside is pretty nice. And Penn State produces some nice defensive end, as you guys know very well.
It's true. That's a good pick.
Yeah.
Which Davison Igbinosun is still sitting there. I might have to consider it considering he's fallen, but if we keep scrolling down,
Okay.
um,
Oh my gosh, look at that.
Mike Washington's still there. I This is not
Mm-mm-mm.
like a huge need for the Packers, and I hate when they do this, and yet I think he's going to be such a fun player. Um,
Gosh.
I think I'm
Like,
I think I'm going to have them take they're clearly wanting a success for Josh Jacobs, and they had a top 30 visit with this guy. He's just look at his first look. He's 6 foot
Wow.
228, and he ran a 4.33.
Mm.
A lot of people make comparisons. Now this is a heavy thing to throw around, but Derrick Henry, um, he's not Derrick Henry obviously, but he just has the build that's just big and fast. This would be so fun to have in the Packers offense. It would
Oh
give
my
them a
God.
nice lethal run game with Josh Jacobs and Mike
That'd be
Washington.
sick.
I know Packers fans is not like a big need. We also
This is a
brought in
BPA,
Kalen.
bro.
We
BPA
also brought
move.
in Kalen Black in a top 30 visit, but Mike Washington's just an amazing athlete. I don't know that you could pass up the value. So I'm going to go Mike Washington out of Arkansas.
Dang it, man. I wanted him. I probably should have took him for the Bears, and maybe Ben Johnson goes for it like he did last year.
Yeah.
You
So
know,
I'm back on the clock immediately.
mm,
So this is
pick
round
84.
3, pick 20. So Sam Hecht is there,
Mm-hmm.
which we just signed a center, but the Packers need better depth at interior and exterior offensive line. The offensive line was not good last year.
Mm-hmm.
And Sam Hecht is one of the true centers of this class. It's an interesting conversation, but I want to look who else is there.
Okay. We got Hecht. We got Kyle Lewis.
Oh, so this is a cornerback I'm really high on. I probably will not pass up. Devin Moore out of Florida.
Mm-hmm.
So if you look at Packers, so the Packers have an archetype of players they like. With cornerbacks, they like big corners that are at least 190 pounds. And last year, you saw what having skinnier and smaller corners did with tackling. Man, Carrington Valentine couldn't tackle anything. And
Mm-hmm.
Keyshawn Nixon got exposed a lot for his size. Devin Moore, I think he fits really well. He's good in zone and he's good against the run. This
Right.
is a guy I really like. This is the guy I'm going to take with my second, third round pick. This is
Devin
another
Moore,
reason
huh?
why I think the Packers should trade back.
All right. Devin Moore it is, right? From
Devin
Florida.
Moore. Yep.
All right. Good draft pick. All right. Looks like the Bears are on the clock next. So we've already went edge. I do like Logan Jones from Iowa. Iowa always tends to produce some really nice linemen. His pass block grade is 90.7, which is
Very
phenomenal.
good.
Yeah, it's really good. So he can be developed into a real nice um, center. He's 6'3", 302. He's 24 though. He's up there in age for, you know, a draft pick. Let me see what some of the other options are for the Bears. Yeah, we do need a safety, but I just not liking anything else. Slaughter's an intriguing pick out of Florida.
I like Slaughter, man. A lot
You
of people
know,
consider him the best center in the draft.
yeah.
He's definitely the most balanced.
And look at his work against higher end competition.
Yeah.
Georgia, Tennessee, Florida State, all those guys. And then what I like about it is look at his past 3 years. Look at consistency. So he's had an overall grade that was very similar in all 3 years.
Yep.
A lot of snaps, a lot of offensive snaps. Only allowed one sack last year. So definitely, man, anybody out of the SEC has already got a leg up on a lot of other prospects,
It's
especially Big
true.
Ten too. So yeah, I think we're gonna go Slaughter here. I think he is a BPA pick for the Bears at pick 89. So we're gonna go Jake Slaughter.
Good pick. All
Packers will be
right.
on the clock with 110.
So this will be our fourth round pick. And Dalen Everett, cornerback we really like, is no longer on the board. Too many Packers fans want a wide receiver high in this draft, and I just simply don't agree. Dontavian Wicks does not need to be replaced with a anything more than a fifth round pick, in my opinion. We have our guys, Matthew Golden, Christian Watson, Jaden Reed, and Savion Williams. We have the guys. So we'll keep scrolling down.
Okay.
A lot of people like Deshaun Stribling. Billy Schrauth is an interesting guard that would help shore up some question marks at guard. Um, so he's an option, but I want to keep looking at who else is available to me. He's probably the best option so far, though.
Okay. So we'll go to another option here. Is there a position in particular that you want to go with?
Brian Parker is
What is he?
he's a Packer type. So he's a tackle. He had a very good couple seasons with Duke, but he's probably going to look to switch to guard at the NFL level, which the Packers love players like that. They love players that have played multiple positions. So I'll probably take Brian Parker here with my fourth round pick to really shore up my offensive line. He has the potential to be a starter and a high level starter.
Yeah, look at those grades right there. He's really balanced on run and pass. I mean, it's almost identical. And his
He's
zone block grade is pretty good too, bro.
he's been spec to the Packers a lot, so
It's a good
I
pick.
think it's a good pick for them in the fourth round.
I like it. That's solid. Shoring up that offensive line. You got pick 120 next. So,
That's the trading back. All right, so Decario Davis is had a top 30 visit with Green Bay. I'm not as high on him, so I will pass on Decario Davis. I just don't think he was as good as his running partner, Ephesians Prysock,
mhm.
who the Packers also had a top 30 visit with. But if you keep scrolling down, let's see. Jalen Kilgore, we won't take because he's a slot. He's a slot. We have Javon Bullard, who played very well in the slot last season. This is tough.
It's
Bo
tough, man.
Stevens is not a bad option, but we just hit offensive lineman. I don't know if I want to double dip.
Let's take a look
Uh,
at your picks real quick. Yeah, so you went
I've gotten my
halfback,
needs.
quarterback.
I still need. I mean, I could use a tight end, another wide receiver, more offensive line never hurts. Let's see who else is available.
You want to keep going down or you want to go
Yeah,
back
let's
up?
keep going down.
Okay.
At some point, I might have to consider just trading back again. Um, Charles Demings is someone we had a top 30 visit with. Jagger Burton is an interesting option. I think I'm going to trade back here.
All right, let's see our trade options. So Falcons, Saints, and Texans are your
I'll take
trade options.
Saints.
You're gonna make the Alcinas happy.
That's right. I'll take Saints and I'll give them my whatever pick I have,
120.
120
Yeah.
for their 132 and 150.
Oh,
Maybe they're 172.
mm,
Maybe 180.
yeah, that's
Let's
doable.
do that. I just want another pick in the back.
All right, so 120 for 132 and 190. All right, let's give it a go. They accepted your trade, so we're gonna resume the draft. So the two trades for the Packers already. Bears are on the clock. And this is you passed on Kilgore, but here's the thing. Our nickel quarterback, Gordon, he just, man, he keeps getting injured. So I think we're gonna go Kilgore on this one, man. To me, this is a
He's a good
no-brainer. Like
player.
he's had two interceptions, two touchdowns. He's I mean, his run defense is good. So I
He's a
think,
very physical corner.
yeah, he's a physical corner. We need that because, yeah, our Kyler Gordon just keeps getting injured. So I think we're gonna have to go Kilgore just for depth piece here. So we're gonna go Kilgore. All right, Packers are on the clock.
Let's see. So if you scroll down,
Let's pick 132.
Jacoby Lane.
Let's
Click on
take a look.
Jacoby Lane for a second. I just want to see what he's got going on.
He played with Caleb Williams. That's what he's got going on back in 2023. Hmm.
What's his first look? I haven't even looked into this guy much.
Let's take a look at Jacoby. 6'4", 200.
Oh wow.
He's a junior.
Okay. So he's got the Packer archetype. I'll go ahead and take Jacoby Lane.
All right. Gonna go Jacoby Lane. Yeah, one. All right. So we're going next. We're going to the Packers. You guys got a ton of picks, late round
That's
picks.
right. That's how I want it. Super Bowl window is open. Austin Barber. That's all I need to see. He's a Packer. He's one of the
All
true
right.
tackles in this draft. And
Let's take a look at what his numbers are. Look at that. He's got a
oh
very nice
man,
overall grade.
that's salivating that
Look at his
he fell to
run block
me.
grade, dude.
He
He's a
fell to me.
bulldozer. He's a bulldozer. Look at that. His zone, gap grades, pass block, he could be developed. Look at that. 6'6", 314, age 22. That's nice. He's not old.
So here's the thing: the Packers have a question mark at left tackle as first round pick Jordan Morgan. This is his first year starting at left tackle, and Zach Tom has the potential to miss the first few games of the season. We need tackle
Mm,
depth, and Austin Barber. I would love for the Packers to get him. And I feel with getting him and Brian Parker, I've shored up this offensive line.
yeah. Look at the way that he closed out the season against Tennessee and Florida State.
It's two good defenses.
Yeah. That's pretty solid, man. All right. So we drafting this guy for the Packers.
Yes.
All right. Here we
Give it
go.
to me.
Boom. He's yours. God, Packers are on the clock again. Good Lord.
That's what happens when you trade down, man. All
Oh my
right.
God.
Let's scroll down again. Ooh, Katron Allen is an interesting. If I didn't already take a running back, I would so love him. We're gonna
68.
go. If you look at his stats, dude, he's a monster.
What is the deal? Look at that 91 rushing grade.
Yes, he is a monster.
Good Lord. Yards after contact. He's a yak attack.
No, he's a fun player. If I didn't already take a running back in
Good
my third
Lord.
round, I knew what I'm gonna take though.
Wow. Okay. Good
I'm
enough.
gonna double dip on the cornerback position and get Ephesians Prysock, who the Packers brought in on a top 30 visit. This guy is 6'4",
Mm.
and I think he's better than his running mate Tacario Davis. He's 6'4", 190. Big physical corner. He should. He's better at zone, good with run. Him and Devin Moore should be able to help secure this cornerback position. I'm going to double dip with Ephesians Prysock in, what are we, in the fourth round?
Let's see here. Yeah, something like that. I think you're on the clock again at 189. Good God. You guys are loaded at picks. Yeah, we're
That's
in round
right.
6 now. We
That's
just
right.
passed round 6.
All
Let's
right,
see.
let's scroll down again.
My God, you're gonna have like so many rookies.
All right. All right. That's the point. That you got to maximize Super Bowl window.
Mm,
So I would love. Ooh. All right. Stop right there. I don't know if you know who this is, Dabs, but click on Eli Heidenreich out of
sounds
Navy.
great. Wow.
His
Jeez.
comp is Christian McCaffrey.
What?
If you look at his running totals and his receiving totals, they use this guy at Navy as a running back, a tight end, and a fullback. He was phenomenal, man. He was such a fun player. And so they compared his combine to Christian McCaffrey, and it was like identical. Identical, man.
51 receptions for 941.
Yes. This is a guy
Good
that is just
God.
super fun.
What the heck?
And
Six-oh-two oh six.
every time I do a Packers mock, he's sitting there and I'm like, dude, he's such a fun player. This is sort of just like best available to me. Like
Jeez.
I could go blocking tight end. I could go maybe a linebacker, another defensive lineman, but he's just such a fun player. Why would I pass up on him? I think he's going to be a good player in the NFL. I'm going to go Eli Heidenreich.
Mm, nice pick. He's yours, sir. Packers are on the clock again.
Man, the Bears don't have any late round picks.
No,
Okay.
we dumped them all.
All right, let's go through this again. I'm looking for I could use a backup quarterback. I could use a tight end too. I could use an edge rusher. Let's see. Miles, what is that? Kitzelman?
Yeah, out of Tennessee. Good
How's
old
his
Rocky
run
Top.
block? If it sucks, I don't want him.
Yeah, his run block grade's terrible. Receiving grade's not good. So
Because
it's
Matt
not.
LaFleur needs to realize he only uses two tight ends to block.
Yeah.
So, um,
Got
John
Jalen Borga.
Michael Geilenborg. That's a name. Wyoming.
Yeah, so if you look at his
Oh my God, it's terrible.
yeah, it's really bad. It's even worse than Tennessee guy. We're late in the draft here, bro.
Yeah,
So
we
it's gonna
are.
be
We
hard to
are
get in.
very late. What about Tanner Kozoil?
No, there you
Houston.
go. Receiving
Man,
grade, look at that.
very good receiver.
His run block is not good, but his contested catch rate, look at that, 74%. Jeez. Contested catches, look at that first.
Man,
20 contested catches.
I'll go ahead and grab him. We need a tight end
Wow.
too. Um,
The boy can get up and get it.
that's good
Jeez.
value. I think he's a good receiver. He's not as good as a blocker as I wanted, but
Holy crap.
another good wide receiver
But look at
next to
look at
Tucker
his
Kraft.
receptions last year in 2024. 94 receptions out of
That's crazy.
123 targets. The
It's
guy was
crazy.
peppered, man. Jeez.
I love this in the sixth round.
Wow. That's good value right there. I like it. And Packers are on the clock again. We should just make this the Packers
I guess so.
good God, the
I
Bears
didn't
are
know the Bear.
nowhere to
I
be.
did not know the Bears had like no picks.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of late round draft picks at all. So,
All right, we'll scroll down again.
my
So
God.
we got our tight ends. Did I take a wide receiver already? I did. I did take a wide
Let's
receiver.
take a look at your picks here. I love the Mike Washington. Yeah, you took Jacoby Lane in the fourth round.
Yeah, I don't think we need to do another one. So
I mean,
I need a quarterback. I need an edge rusher. Um, man, let's who what quarterbacks are available? Let's look at the quarterbacks. I need a I need a QB two. Jalen
you
Daniel.
got
Oh, take Taylor Green. Do you
take
know
him
who
or look
Taylor?
at him. You want me to look at him first?
Show everyone his first look.
God, look at that.
Show him his first look. This
Man,
guy is 6'6" and he ran a 4.3 at the combine.
that's a big boy.
Man, he's a fun prospect. He could be Malik Willis 2.0 for us. Taylor Green, he's very raw. Obviously,
Yeah.
his stats
Hmm.
point to that. But man, the measurables are there. He's big, he's fast, good arm. That'll be our backup quarterback for this year.
All right. So
Taylor
that's what you
Green.
want, right?
Taylor Green.
There we go. He's yours. Maybe. Well, no, looks like
Dude,
Packers.
how many picks do you guys have?
Not as many as you,
You
obviously,
don't
with the
have a
trade.
seventh round pick?
We do. We've got two of them, but they're like, I don't know, man.
Jeez. All right. I need a edge rusher. TJ Hall still there?
Here, you me find you an edge rusher. We're gonna go straight to edge here.
So
This old
Michael
guy.
Heldman. is a guy we had a top 30 visit with, so I'll go ahead and take him. He had a
12
great
sacks.
2024, dude. 12 sacks.
Let's take a look at some of his measurables here. His pass rush grade. Hey, he's pretty solid at this late in the round. I mean, seventh round, look at those numbers.
Yep.
Competition wasn't the best, but he's
It's a seventh round
6'4",
pick.
260. That's pretty good. All right. Packers draft him. That's a nice
Michael
pick, bro.
Heldman. Oh,
Finally.
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 The
My God.
Bears.
All right. So I don't even remember what my picks were at this point. So I took Proctor. I took a defensive interior lineman. I took another
You
edge. So I got
haven't
two.
had a pick for 3 rounds.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah. So I got two in the seventh left. So I've went a lot of defense and tackle. So fill in the
Oh, wait.
trenches here.
You took Dominique Orange?
No, did I? Let me look here.
I think you accidentally
Yeah,
took
I
him for
did.
the Bears.
Yeah. Whoops. Was that your guy? I don't know how we got that. All right, let's go back to the Bears pick here. I don't know how that happened. All right. I need a halfback at this point. Let's check out this Roman guy. So look at that. He's got a pretty good rushing grade.
He was a part of the running duo in Indiana that helped win a championship.
Yep. Look at his first 6'0", 210, right? So he's got high IQ.
That's
So,
pretty good value for seventh round.
yep. Well, remember who we got last year in the seventh round?
Manungai.
Manungai, baby. Yeah, that's a beast. We got TJ Hall from Iowa.
I like him.
He's pretty solid. We do need another cornerback. Run defense again. Look at that. 88.2. We need guys that can tackle. So that's who I'm going to take is TJ Hall.
I
All
guess I
right.
need a D tackle now.
Bears again. So see, Hemby's right there. So yeah, I don't know how we messed that up. I thought that was you. We're gonna go Hemby. All right. So Packers got one more pick left. So looks like you need a D tackle.
Looks like I
James,
need a D tackle.
yeah. Here,
What about James Thompson?
I'm gonna check him out. Let's see here.
What's
Not
his run
bad.
defense grade?
79.4, so
What's
solid.
his how big is he?
So first look, 6'6",
Oh
310. He's a
my
big boy.
God. I'll
Yeah.
take him.
Out of the Fighting Illini. All right, so there we have it, man. So we're getting our draft grade there. The Bears needed that defensive interior lineman. I don't know. I don't know what happened, man.
It's
I
fine.
thought it was the Packers pick, but
Now I was wondering why I had so many picks. I'm like, man, I have every pick. Like
man,
50 of them.
yeah, I didn't like it. All right, so we'll see what the Bears did here.
I didn't like your
So
Dominique Orange pick either.
no, no, they didn't. So let's take a look at the Packers here. Stay in your seat. Still grading. It was graded. Come on. Guess it's doing its thing. Okay. There was the Bears. B. Where was the Packers? Let's see here. Here's the Packers. I love the Mike Washington pick. So it shows your trade
I
there.
did not like Brian Parker.
Wow. Didn't like Taylon Green either. So B minus.
Dang.
So wasn't too kind to either one of us, man. Um, I had B's across the board. Went Dominique Orange for you there. Did not like that one.
He's a
Give
good
me a
pick.
B. Wow. So, man. All right. Greeny, that was really our first draft we did live here. How do you feel about your draft?
I like it if I had Dominic Orange. No,
I
it's
don't.
fine. It's just yeah, I might have not taken Mike Washington Jr. if I knew I didn't have a D tackle because it's such a big need in my opinion
Yeah.
that
Yeah, and
I
I don't
wouldn't.
think I would have taken Dominique Orange. I probably would have taken Mike Washington Jr.
That's the thing. We probably would have switched
Like,
picks.
yeah, I don't know what happened there.
But I mean, it's fine. I think the Packers need to address D tackle in the first three picks and
Yeah.
cornerback in the first three picks. So I am fine with how it went.
Hmm.
I addressed a lot of needs for the Packers. I think I got some good. I double dipped at cornerback with Devin Moore
I
and
did as well.
with who else did I take? I took Devin Moore and who's the other one?
Let me go back to see. All right, you did Devin Moore and then
Ephesians Price.
Ephesians Prysock.
So I like that. Eli Heidenreich is not really a need, especially after I took a running back. He's just
Hmm.
too fun of a player to pass up.
Hmm.
Taylor Green fits our backup quarterback, and we got good offensive line depth. So I'm
I like
happy
your
with
last
it.
two picks, yeah, especially PFF. Really like your last pick there in round seven, Thompson Jr.
Yeah, I guess so. Well,
Jeez Louise, that's
PFF's
like
not
your
always right.
God dang. That's pretty good. Yeah, if we could swap the Washington thing, man, that's crazy how that happened.
Yeah,
So, all right. Well, that is our draft, our mock draft before the before the big NFL draft this Thursday night.
it's exciting.
So, we'll see how it goes this weekend. I'm pretty excited about this weekend and the season, man. It's going to be pretty awesome.
Yeah, and which we'll do a another episode Sunday after the draft is all over, and we'll talk about who the Bears and the Packers took, whether we're happy or disappointed with how it went.
Yep.
So we will see you guys Sunday when that happens.
Yep. All right, Greeny, anything else?
I think that's it.
All right, guys, enjoyed it. Have a good evening. And again, this is the Kings of the North podcast, and we'll be back on Sunday evening to go over the 3 days of the draft pick. So we'll see you next time.